Hey, greetings and welcome, everyone. So great to see you all again. Thanks for popping on. It's been a little while since I've done a live, so I'm super excited to get back to you. And the reason that I'm coming on today is because there's been a couple things over the past week that have sort of congealed to inspire me to share with you. And so one of those things is a Joe Dispenza video that I was watching. Joe Dispenza is amazing, by the way. If you haven't had an opportunity to check him out, I highly recommend his work, his talks, his lectures. You can find a whole bunch of information that he freely shares on YouTube and different interviews and such. So, for those of you who don't know, Joe Dispenza is bringing scientific research to all that's woo woo. Okay. So he's bringing scientific research to these shamanic practices, these spiritual practices that we have been using for thousands of years. But he is bringing the brainwave technology to them. How do they work? How do they work? And can we replicate these? And so he's done a really amazing job with some scientific research in regards to the mind healing the body, the mind healing the life, the mind creating a field of attraction. And that's what we're talking about today. So, the law of attraction and healing the body, really amazing stuff. I believe I was watching the video called um, Money Flows Easily into Your Life, or Money Will Flow Like Crazy into Your Life. I was just watching the first part of that, and then I got distracted. But so let me share a little bit about that. The money will flow like crazy into your life. So what does I say? Oh, so what he was saying, what he was sharing in a nutshell of this, I'm not going to do it justice, so you should watch it. But what he was saying generally is when we try to manifest or when we try to create our life from purely material, from the purely material plane, right? So we want to create an abundant life with a really decent salary and a really decent paycheck and that sort of thing. So that's one. So the one way of doing that on the material plane is to go get a job and to put your hours in and to put your labor in and to put your sweat in and to put your time in, and then you build on that. You go up the ladder, you get a raise, you get more money, you take out a loan for a mortgage. Then you have a 30-year mortgage. It takes you 30 years to pay off the mortgage. Okay. And so this is super slow manifesting, especially with these program limited beliefs that we have in the unconscious mind, right? So if we take out a 30-year mortgage, most of us think it takes 30 years to pay off that mortgage. It takes 30 years of hard work to pay off that mortgage. That goes into the data bank of your mind, the computer program of your mind, and becomes the reality. It's going to take 30 years to pay off this mortgage. You're going to have to work hard to pay off this mortgage. So that's sort of manifesting abundance in the material plane with the material plane only. What he's saying in his video, and what I am also saying through my own experience, not through scientific research, but through my own experimenting in my own life, is that there is a much easier way to manifest. And you manifest instead of just purely material, you manifest through your field or through your light body. Your light body is an energetic field that has sensory perceptions, and also it has magnetic qualities. Okay. So it also creates, your light body creates the vibrational platform of the reality in which you live. So I often share with my students, when you choose to embark on the Awakening Your Light Body journey, through this course, through Awakening Your Light Body, which will be offered again in September of this year, 2022. When you choose to embark on that course, you actually change your energetic vehicle from a like an old 1984 Ford Escort hatchback, which I had a long time ago. One of that, and it had like the handle fell off the door, and the radio knobs fell off the radio, and all kinds of crazy. You change your vehicle that you're living in, your auric vehicle that you're living in, that you're living your life through, from an old junky car to a new beautiful Mercedes Benz like vehicle, right? So you go from feeling all of the bumps in the road to coasting over the bumps and not even knowing that they're there. That's how the light body shifts your life so much. You rise above the struggle, you rise above the obstacles that are generally in your life because you're living now in a higher vibrational plane. So, how does that translate to manifestation? And what Joe Dispenza is talking about, manifesting through your energy and through your field. So, I'll just give you a super quick example. And I have thousands of these examples. But one of them that came up recently, we were cleaning up the yard this weekend and burning a bunch of the wood in our little fireplace, burning a bunch of branches and such in the little fireplace. And it started to occur to me that for a long time, for about a year or more, I have been looking at the trees in my backyard. Now, I live here in Kingston, New York. I have a tiny little backyard. And along the one side of the backyard, between my house and the neighbor's house, there were these trees that were getting very large, and they were leaning over the house, and they were on a hill. And I was thinking, man, these trees have to go. They're getting dangerous, and we need to cut them down before they get dangerous. So that was there. And then in the back of the yard, similar thing, this big, huge maple tree, which is absolutely beautiful, kind of on a hill, but it had these branches that were coming out over my yard like a big giant umbrella, and then over the neighbor's yard on that side like a big giant umbrella, and just completely shading the entire area. So that tree, those branches, they have to go. They were low. They were kind of like right above my head. So they were very not convenient for the space, obtrusive for the space. So those have to go. So it was about a year. Like I don't have equipment. I don't know how to run a chainsaw or get up on a tree and cut down these branches or these trees that are hanging over the neighbor's yard. I have a little tiny weed whacker that I plug into my kitchen outlet to do my backyard. That's it. That's all I have. So I'm not going to be cutting down these trees. So I need to have this done. So doing it in the material realm, you would either need to save up money for it or use your credit card for it, and then call tree service, call these guys to come over and chop it down and take care of it for you and pay for it. So that would be material plane only, manifestation of that job. How it happened, though, was me sitting in the space thinking about having a beautiful open space in my backyard. I would like these trees to be gone so that we have a beautiful open sunny space in the backyard where the plants actually can thrive. I actually had like basically just dirt in my backyard for years. This is the first summer that I've had grass in my backyard because it's been that shady. So sitting out in the backyard, thinking about where will I plant the gardens if we had sunshine in the backyard, and these trees have to go. I'm looking forward to these trees leaving. Now, I am not consciously manifesting this. I was not consciously manifesting this. I was verbalizing these trees have to go. It's time for these trees to go. And I'm going to have someone come here and take care of these trees at some point soon. So I was verbalizing that, and I was intentionally thinking that they have to go. But how this happened was, this is the magical life. Okay, this is the universe delivering the solution without effort, without sweat, without blood, without time. And that is this. So we had a new neighbor move in on this side, and the guy is like a tree guy. So he was cutting down trees in his yard and asked me if he could cut down some of the limbs on that big tree in the back. To which I said, yes, of course. Thank you very much. I would love that. Thank you so much. So he did that last fall, I think it was. And then the house on the other side of my house, on my other side neighbor, also sold this year with new neighbors. And the woman about my age, her father, who's retired, comes over on the weekend and fixes up her yard. And one weekend asked me if he could take down all of those trees that I have been wanting to get rid of. And would he mind? And of course, I didn't mind. And of course, he took them down. And so now I didn't have to lift a finger for any of this. It was a beautiful gift from the universe. And I have some garden space out there, and I have some flowers out there. And we just, this weekend, completed chopping up some of that dead wood and burning it in a beautiful little fire pit. And yeah, it was a lovely yard. And so I was sitting out there looking at it all cleaned up and just kind of marveling at how amazing the universe delivered this service into my life without having to do anything. So that's magic, my friends. And I have thousands of these stories to share with you. We will be teaching the Awakening Your Light Body students this year on how to turn on the energy body centers in their energy body, and how to create this sort of magnetic field to draw into your life all of the things, all of the solutions that are needed for you to live your best life. That course is going to start in September of this year. We are going to begin an intro series, a free Light Body intro series, very, very soon. And if you're interested in checking it out, please check out the links in the description or comment or post, however this shows up for you. Check out the link for that, and you can join us for our free Awakening Your Light Body intro series. And I look forward to seeing you there. Take care. Bye.